number 4. This is Wendy Emerson coming to you from Canandaigua Motorsports Park, and I'm here with Eric Chapman, who drives the 22T in the Pure Stock Division. Eric, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm well, thank you, now that I'm able to spit that sentence out. So, Eric, you're third in points right now, and your best run thus far this season is a second place finish. How are you feeling? Are you struggling a little bit, or?
No, it wasn't a second place finish. Fourth.
I apologize for that. That's what I had on the website. So, what do you think it's going to take to get your car to victory lane?
Hopefully we're getting the bugs worked out. We've had a couple major problems in the beginning that led to a string of problems. We had a carburetor gasket leak and it stuck there and it ruined a set of heads, and then I blew a radiator hose because of that. And when I went over the embankment, it ended up ruining the rear springs of my car for last week. But I got a good car. I got a lot of good help. Russ Marsden's helped me out a ton. Thank God for him. I have my Uncle Jim helps me out on a lot of the car. We've put it all back together. This car's got a lot of history, so hopefully it'll start going well.
Well, that's good. It's good to hear that you are feeling a little bit better about the car. Our theme tonight is 22. We've talked to a couple other drivers that have the number 22 on their car. Tell us what that 22T means to you. What is that significance? The significance
of the 22, when I first got into racing, I was actually an 11X. And a buddy of mine ran 22, and I teamed up with him. He ran 22. His brother died when he was 22, so that's where the 22 came from. And we were like split driving at Weed Sport years ago, and when he got out, I said, well, I'll put a T after it because his brother's name was Tim, and he was a friend of our family's. So that's where the 22T came from, and I never went back to the old number because everybody knew I drove the 22T. So it's got a lot of value to it.
That's a great story, though. A lot of meaning behind that number. You drive a little bit over an hour every Saturday to come to this track.
About an hour and a half.
What is it about Canandaigua Motorsports Park that keeps you coming back?
Well, now it's just the track conditions are awesome. I had to take a year off because of a shoulder injury, and I'm an hour and a half from every track, and I've come up here. I got good history here. I've won some races up here. I like racing with Mark and Vance and all them guys, and it's truly a lot of fun.
You've had 8 feature wins so far, correct? Yep. At this track?
Yes.
At this track. Fantastic. So we do expect that we will see you in victory lane at some point in the near future.
I certainly hope so.
You think you have anything for Vanderwall tonight?
I don't know. I don't think he's in a different zip code. Vance is a great guy. He does a lot of work on his car. I mean, I've been working hard on mine, but he's in the garage every night, and he's going to be a tough guy to beat for anybody. You know, Mark's one hell of a race car driver, and Mark's going to have his hands full with Vance. Yeah, they're both going to be hard guys to beat.
All right, Eric.
Respect for him.
So tell us who you want to thank, sponsors, pit team.
Well, I got to thank my Uncle Jim's helped me out a ton this year. Without him, me and him rebuilt the whole car by ourselves. I got to thank Marsden Racing Engines and Russ Marsden especially. He's helped me scale it, do a bunch of stuff to it. John Jewell Construction, I've had him. He's been my sponsor for years. And just anybody that's helped me out. My buddy of mine, Pete Gates, he's come and helped us change the motors and do a lot of work. And it's definitely teamwork when you got a race car. You need everybody around you. You can. More people, the merrier. Yeah,
it's definitely teamwork and a family sport.
Yeah.
So. Yes. Eric Chapman, driver of the 22T in the Pure Stock Division, thank you for spending a few minutes with us. I apologize for the little antics there in the beginning. We wish you absolutely the best of luck tonight and throughout the season.
All right, thank you very much.
Wendy Emerson coming to you from Canandaigua Motorsports Park.